Portugal, there's a YouTube show full of fun facts you need to know.
Hola, bon dia, alegria, Munson here with the Good Morning Portugal show, the live stream, the podcast, and of course the Portugal Club, where we'll go in just a moment for Portuguese citizenship test question number 21. Really, Carl? Yes, we are. We're gonna do it. We've got 100 questions. We are 21 through on those. A nice, easy one today. They're all easy, Carl. Well, they are easy when you know how, aren't they? So maybe you older gumpers, you more senior gumpers can help the newbies. And actually, yes, welcome. If I may say so, over at the Portugal Club, 2 new and recent members. Let me just do a quick name check. And of course, thank you so much to those of you who continue to support the Good Morning Portugal endeavour with a nice little monthly subscription or sponsorship. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. And I don't say thank you often enough, but thank you to those of you who do that and continue to do that. And have done so for some of you for years now, which really makes a difference and helps us to keep going. Hermano Rosati has just joined, an Italian living in Portugal, trying to achieve the best life. That's good, isn't it? Anne McGarry, whose art, well, she was on the show, wasn't she, last week? And I went to see her art show in Foz de Relio, which led us to Jaime Umbalino. Anne just joined us recently as well, human development trainer, coach, author and artist, passionate about living to the highest potential with passion, power and purpose, folks. And Isabella Olivia joined as well, Roland Misty, Jay Wolf, Julie Mulbauer as well. Go out into the world, but watch for the traffic. It's Julie's advice. Michael Murdoch, thank you, Michael and Lee, for joining. See you in San Martino de Porto, I'm sure, maybe tomorrow at the meetup. And Lorraine Hunter, bon dia, living in Portugal since 2022. And Darren Eilert, outdoor hiker, foodie, cook, and wine lover. Oh, I forgot to create the tile for the for the new wine of the week. I saw Sergio yesterday, and we've got an Alentejo white. I'm staying with those white wines because I'm still loving those. Well, we have the autumnal sunshine. It's great to still be drinking white wine. Maybe you'll sit with me on the quay, Coach Turner. Bom dia todos e feliz terça. One more day. It seems you already have a busy schedule in San Martino de Porto. Yeah, I'm going to add to that and invite you to join me for a wine tasting, wine of the week. Maybe we can do that this week. Can't wait. Well, it'll be good to see you, Coach. Morning to you, Sarah, to Mike, and to T-Duck. Bon dia, alegria, gumpers. Hope you enjoyed the video of Jaime Umbalino's house that you encouraged me to commit to YouTube yesterday. Hope you enjoyed that. T-Duck, bon dia, alegria, gumpers is the message. Now, do we wait? Oh, and also from T-Duck, it's Mars Day today. It's Choonsday, everybody, a 5th Tuesday of the month. So no scheduled guest and just us hanging out and playing music. And I think finally we should play the Rudy track by Supertramp. Will that be a nice way into the show from the Crime of the Century album? So, yeah, I think I'm going to play that. It's 7 minutes of it. If anyone presses the red buzz, it's like, enough, Supertramp now. 7 minutes. I'm sure we'll get the gist of it by about 3 or 4 minutes in. But maybe we will go to a full 7 minutes and 21 seconds. And when Bairandi Andeiro gets here, we will play Gethsemane, which was cut short yesterday. So let me do that for you. Andeiro, let me know when you're tuned in, and we'll make sure you can hear that, that requested tune that was unceremoniously dumped from the show as the battery collapsed on the laptop. All sorted this morning. The charger cable, I think that's what it's actually called, the charger cable, is plugged. Well, it's plugged into the laptop. Whether it's plugged into the wall or not, we will find out in due course. But let's start with Supertramp's Rudy this morning. Please request a tune you'd like to hear. Just you and me hanging out this morning. And whilst playing or selecting Rudy, the camera disappeared there. That's today's technical thing. Bon dia to you, Mel. And we both love the video. Can't wait to visit. Our next trip to Caldesh will include a stop at Foz. Oh, that's nice. Excellent. Yeah, I've been talking a lot about Foz. Well, mainly to myself, as I've been writing about Anne McGarry, who lives there. She's going to be my featured column superstar. this week in the Portugal Resident article. Watch out for it on Thursday. Okay, Rudy then by Supertramp for you, Coach Turner. Let's go. Vamos embora with the music this morning. And 7 minutes 21. Maybe grab yourself a cup of tea, coffee, that sort of thing. And let's go to that Portuguese citizenship test question.
On a train to nowhere, halfway down the line. He don't want to get there, but he needs time. He ain't sophisticated, oh well educated. After all the hours he's wasted, still he needs time. He needs time. He needs a time for living. He needs time for someone just to see him. He ain't had no loving for no reason or rhyme, and the whole world was above him. Well, it's not as though he's fat. No, there's more to it than that. See, he tried to play it cool, but it beat up on his groove. Rudy thought that all good things comes to those that wait. But recently he could see that it may come, but too late. Too late, too late.
It's a production masterpiece, this, Coach. Now, this is the sort of thing you could get away with in the 1970s, isn't it?
Now he's just come out the movie, numb of all the pain. Sad, but in a while he'll soon be back on his train.
Oh, my word. Well, that held my attention, and that's not an easy thing to do for 7 minutes and 21 seconds. Rudy tells a story there then of a lonely, aimless man navigating the mundanities and disappointments. Do you say mundanity or mundanity? I say mundanities and disappointments of his life. This song explores a nice, cheerful tune to start Tuesday morning. The song explores themes of isolation, societal disconnection, and existential longing. I like a bit of that. Maybe not first thing in the morning. Hold on a minute. Let me join you fully on screen. Central in the Crime of the Century, or Central Ideas in the Crime of the Century album, when Supertramp were, doing a little bit of soul searching. Can barely hear it. I'm afraid to turn up my volume any higher. Step away from the volume. Well, I've turned everything up really loud here. I don't know what else it might be. But you and I hope, T-Duck, will do a studio overhaul soon. And we'll check all of these things and we'll make it all work a little bit better, because it has been, let's face it, a little ragged. And yesterday I was actually talking to Richard Allen of Blues Unite and more recently of the Prohibition Bar in Obidosh. And he's very keen and excited to be joining me on Thursday for a new show, a new feature, a bit of an extension and evolution of what we seem to be doing anyway here. But he and I have been talking for a while about doing a music podcast in terms of celebrating music and live music around the country. I think we've been doing that anyway, have we not? And here on the screen. Thank you, Mr. M. Greatly appreciated. That was great. I really enjoyed that, Coach. I wasn't expecting that. And yeah, that was the sort of thing that would happen in the 70s, right? Fantastic production and artists really being able to indulge themselves. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but just really go for it and really set their ideas out in fabulous studios and really take their time with massive budgets. It sounds like that to me. It sounds like that kind of track. So thank you for sharing that and persisting in having me play that. So Richard Allen then joining me on Thursday, the Portugal Music Podcast. Rich, he's the programmer. He's a leading light at the Prohibition in Obidosh, where they put on a lot of great live music. He's a champion of live music, of musicians getting respected and paid properly, and celebrating music. We've extended the scope to just bring in, as we've been doing actually, celebrating the music of musicians here in Portugal, chatting with them, talking about live music, but quite a focus on that with Rich on Thursday morning. So looking forward to that starting. And yeah, the reason I mention it is perhaps because, at some point this could be a longer, more music-oriented show. We shall see how that shapes up. I'm really enjoying playing music in the morning. I honestly don't know how much it's affecting visibility, or or to put it another way, how much we're being punished for playing music. However, worth it, I think, worth it. We will persist and we will explore how best to do that. And maybe, it will evolve into more of a breakfast show with mainly music and a little bit of chat. We've been a lot of chat and we've been a little bit of music, but we'll see how that goes. Talking of live music, Supertramp were astonishing, yeah. And when we finally speak to Miguel Franco again, do you remember me telling you about him writing to, is it Roger Hodgson, the two singers? Well, there were two lead singers, really, weren't there, of Supertramp, and Rick Davies we lost just recently, and Roger Hodgson, was the other songwriting partner of Supertramp, or the leading lights, I guess you might say. I don't know. I don't know that for sure. But Miguel wrote to Roger and was invited to the studio, so we can get a sense of what it must have been like when they were making records of that scale and stature and production value from Miguel. We might be able to distract him a little bit. He absolutely loves Supertramp. And to talk of Roger Hodgson as being his first British spiritual teacher, I think is how he recalls that time in his life when back in the day people would write to their musical heroes. Have you done that? Were you part of any fan clubs? That was a thing, was it not? Thanks, T-Duck, by the way, talking of supporting the show and membership. Look, people can support on YouTube as well, and an early YouTube supporter. Thanks so much, mate, for that. Member for 31 months over there. That's extraordinary. Thank you very much indeed. Mel, there are some great current storyteller musicians, but often not hitting mainstream. Ren is amazing, is he not? Quite an extraordinary character is Ren. Had his troubles personally and musically, I think, in the last couple of years, but hopefully Ren is clear of that. There were all sorts of weird copyright issues, but I get the feeling Ren lives quite a dramatic life, and that was all part of it. And I wonder, Caro Emerald, a storytelling number perhaps as well this morning as we hang out together and play a few tunes on this autumnal Tuesday morning. So let's proceed then with this Choonsday playlist. And talking of great independent, the reason I said that is the word independence flashed because we played State of Independence by Donna Summer, and that great Vangelis production on that. It was a Vangelis track that was made brilliant by Donna Summer and popularised in the charts. I saw it flash before my eyes and I said independence instead of production. Talking of great production, as we were, and the amazing Supertramp's version of Rudy there. Well, not a version, it's their tune. I might play another tune with Rudy in the title, is what I mean to say there. But talking of great production, we played Take Vibe, did we not? And Golden Brown, as done by Take Vibe, which I think is really good. And I made a little short mentioning it, and that was really, really popular. People loving that, the idea of a punk and jazz fusion. Let's go to the purity of Dave Brubeck, and the production in this is extraordinary as well. You can hear the bass strings being twanged if it's loud enough, and I'm sorry about your struggle to hear it probably perhaps this morning, and turning it up, and then suddenly me pressing another button and it blasting out across your home this morning. But see if this is any better. This is Unsquared Dance by Dave Brubeck. Had a little chat with the coach about Dave Brubeck tunes. I love Impressions of Eurasia. My mum from the Far East, of course, she loves Dave Brubeck, and that was the first album I remember seeing as a kid as being non-mainstream. And she loved Take Five, loves Take Five, and Unsquared Dance, Blue Rondo a la Turk, but the better known tunes, and we will play Unsquared Dance this morning. But Impressions of Eurasia is an amazing fusion album with the summing up really of what happens when East meets West, not unlike myself in actual fact. So Unsquared Dance by Dave Brubeck now then, and we'll have Caro Emerald and the Vapors to follow, and maybe a bit of the specials as well. That's a great finish, isn't it? And Dave, or somebody in the band there, giggling at the end with that superb finish on Unsquared Dance by Dave Brubeck. Really good to be reminded of Dave Brubeck by Take Vibe, Vibe, and to be able to play some Dave Brubeck this morning, and really hear in the production there, the players playing and the bass strings twanging there. This just a little bit of a news item for you. Developers urge government to rethink IMT increase for non-residents. It was a measure that could have been avoided, says Hugo Santos Ferreira. Who is that? Well, he's on the screen there in front of you. The president of Portugal's Association of Real Estate Developers and Investors, the APPII, has warned that the government's decision to put up property transfer taxes for non-residents could send out a message that foreign direct investment is not welcome. We don't want that, do we? If we penalise foreigners, he said in Jornal Económico, who purchase houses by making them more expensive, naturally there will be foreigners who will go back on their decision. So I wonder if that can be changed. But there you go, a little bit of a real estate story there that I've added to our real estate news thread that Ben Austin and I are working on. Sadly, unable to do our show last night. Our guest wasn't able to join us, but we'll be back. Not next Monday, because that will be the Good Morning Portugal Wine Club. And it will be trying the Dow, the red, the Dow own brand, Intermarché's own brand bottle of Dow Red, which I think is about $1.99. Let me go to the Portuguese citizenship question. Oh my goodness, there's some wine, and this connects very well. This is actually a visual clue that you may see on your screen in front of you now as we take a look at the Portuguese citizenship test question of the morning, do dia. Let's have a look then at our Portugal club and Portuguese citizenship test question number 21. Which city is known as the Venice of Portugal? Much to the consternation, is that the right word, of some, not happy with odious comparison, but which city is known as the Venice of Portugal due to its canals? I was trying to find my meme. Because I understand in Venice there is a sign saying that this is the, well, is it the A, B, or C of Italy? So is it A, Aveiro? Is it B, Coimbra and its many canals? Or is it Évra's extraordinary amount of canals? So A, Aveiro, B, Coimbra, C, Évra. Well done, Adrian, who's with us this morning, who used to steward at the Wembley Stadium and Arena. Wow, all sorts there, bands, boxing matches, other sports, of course. I think I saw some boxing with my old man at the Wembley Arena. 95 to 2001, you were there. Then it was shut for redevelopment. Through to 2005 for the arena to struggle on a meagre. Oh, I see. So you were moonlighting as a steward at the Wembley Stadium and Arena whilst being a junior civil servant in the UK, and you saw loads of bands. Well, it's no good saying that, Adrian. Which bands did you see? Matty joining us as well this morning. Bom dia, alegria a todos e feliz terça-feira. Good to see you, Matty and Andera. So I think it's safe then. Look, he's got his walk-on music and his walk-on visuals in the background. Good morning to you, Andero, and let's play for you, because it was cut short yesterday, Gethsemane by Andrew Lloyd Webber from Jesus Christ Superstar. It's a moment when I get to shout out, Jesus Christ Superstar. Gethsemane then, Andrew Lloyd Webber. For you, Andero, thank you to you for all you do for this community. So, yeah, Gethsemane. Here we go. We'll find out a bit more about Jesus Christ Superstar, I think, after this.
To say, if there is a way, take this cup away from me, for I don't want to taste its poison, feel it burn me. I have changed, I'm not as sure as when we started. Then I was inspired. Now I'm sad and tired. Listen, surely I've exceeded expectations. Tried for 3 years, seems like 30. Could you ask as much from any other man? But to know, I'd have to know my Lord. Have to know, I'd have to know my Lord. Have to see, I'd have to see my Lord. Have to see, I'd have to see my Lord. If I die, what would be my reward? If I die, what would be my reward? Have to know my Lord. Have to know, I'd have to know my Lord. Why should I die? Can you show me now that I would not be killed in vain? Show me just a little of your omnipresent brain. Show me there's a reason for you wanting me to die. You burn so keen on where and how, but not so hot on why. Alright, I'll die. Just watch me die. See how I die. See how I
Sorry.
Then I was inspired. Now I'm sad and tired. After all, I tried for 3 years. It seems like 90. Why then am I scared to finish what I started? What you started, I didn't start it. God, thy will is hard, but you hold every card. I will drink your cup of poison. Nail me to your cross and break me. Bleed me, beat me, kill me. Take me now before I change my mind. Now before I change my
Oh my word. Amazing. Right. Okay. Thank you very much, Andero. That's the power of music, isn't it? Andero was out for a walk, but needed to stay to hear the end of that track, which you requested there, Andero. And you say that you seem to know your musicals. That's quite amazing. We're off for a walk. You say, I will wait for the song to end. This is the later version. Your command of these tunes is quite incredible, frankly, Andela. And did you imagine when you were a punky fella in the 80s that you would be a musical song aficionado as well, knowing the difference between versions of Gethsemane there from Jesus Christ Superstar? The is a sung through rock opera. I don't know what that means, and I do take your point, T Duck. Maybe we should limit one musical show tune per episode of the Good Morning Portugal show, with music by Andrew Lloyd Webber and lyrics by Tim Rice. That's a great partnership there, a little bit like Elton and Bernie, right? Loosely based on the gospel accounts of the Passion. The work interprets the psychology of Jesus and other characters, with much of the plot centered on Judas, who is dissatisfied with how Jesus steers his disciples. Contemporary attitudes, sensibilities, and slang pervade the rock opera's lyrics, and ironic allusions to modern life are scattered throughout the depiction of political events. Stage and film productions accordingly contain many intentional anachronisms. That's a great bit of writing over there on Wikipedia. Only to produce a from T Duck there. Very much a Marmite thing, right? Musicals, I believe. And if you want to continue with the musical theme, play I Will Cover You. Good morning to you, Marcus, and congratulations on your new real estate career. Have you been on the Metro bus in the picture that you can see behind? Let me know if you have and what it's like. I saw it over there in Coimbra at the weekend. Yeah, if you want to continue with the musical theme, play I'll Cover You from Rent. It is the most gentle of songs. Rent will be, maybe tomorrow, it will be pre-formed or perhaps performed in Portuguese this spring in Lisbon. Well, that's amazing. Great musical news there. The sort of thing that Richard Allen will be focusing on with the new podcast. His monthly appearance will be the Portugal Music Podcast. So we're looking forward to talking about maybe that, as well as other artists who are coming and performing in Lisbon. Because we had a good rash, didn't we, of great artists. So George, James, the Gypsy Kings, Cat Empire. Great bands coming to Portugal. I think something's happening with the extension of the Iberian tours, perhaps coming to Spain. Perhaps should come to Portugal as well when their managers and tour managers are having a look at what the itinerary might be. So well done, Portugal, on getting what looks to me like bigger and bigger artists. Did we not have Coldplay as well and some big heavy metal bands as well? Hey, who was it who asked for some... Oh, that's Rich. Yeah, Rich has chosen 3 of his favourite songs. I think there's some AC/DC coming up on Thursday morning. He's picked quite an eclectic bunch of tunes, and certainly we can say that about ourselves, can't we? Of a morning here, variety is the spice of life. You're absolutely right there. Rolling Stones, Celine Dion. Look at all these bands that Adrian got to see working in security at the Wembley Arena and Stadium. Britney Spears. We can't have everything. The Cause, David Bowie, all immediately come to mind. I was allocated the VIP area for Britney. Oh, her makeup artist thanked me with a hug and kiss. Get a room, Adrian. We probably had access to all sorts of backstage business there at the Wembley Arena and Stadium. What an amazing, iconic place to have worked. Right, there, with the absence of a Metro bus, is the park stop, the penultimate stop, I think, in Coimbra. And this is the new Metro service that runs from Coimbra out to the hills, and you'll see there Coimbra B to the left and a new metro line. It's actually a bendy bus. I don't know if you're familiar with those. It goes to Pediatrico. If you take a left turn out of Coimbra, that's onto the other side of the city, I think, isn't it? Which is not a bad idea. And all the way out to Serpinge at the far end there, heading into the interior, taking in Miranda de Corvo as well, Lausanne, 2 or 3 stops in Lausanne, and that's the replacement of the bus they ripped out many years ago. Only to be replaced by, the train line that they ripped out, only to be replaced by a bus now, as you can see there. That's my writing about the wonderful band that we got to see, or that I got to see, and I was in their video on Sunday. Choonsday de Gatos. And I mentioned there, because I was in Coimbra, the long-awaited return of the Metrobus. I don't think that's fully in operation. And have you been on it yet? Or is that not really in your part of Portugal there, Marcus? Anyone else been on that? I'm excited to get on there and actually make a video of that when it's fully functional. I like the idea of going to Coimbra and then jumping on that bus, which has its own lanes and tunnels. I think it plots the course of the old train track, basically. I've taken up the track, and they've put tarmac down, and they're running a bus through there, which presumably won't be held up by any traffic. That's the point of it. But it does cross traffic, I notice, at certain points. On with the music then. Thank you for your comments this morning. Smash that like button. Oh, yes, Adrian also seeing loads of great international sport there. Man City saw the London Broncos, whom I support, says Adrian. Thanks for your message the other day, Adrian. Totally understand, but nice to see you here nonetheless. Yes, variety is indeed the spice of life. And on that note, let's continue with that variety this morning. And a bit of the Vapors. Have you ever, on a radio station or a live stream, ever heard Jesus Christ Superstar followed by the Vapors? I doubt that very much. Let's go to the news at 10 now, at 8:37 on this Tuesday morning, the 30th, the end of September, folks, of 2025. News at 10 now. The Vapors not turning Japanese. which I think we should cover. Me and the Portuguese were talking about that.
Time's gonna make you a man someday, and you won't wanna go out and play with your friends. Just sit at home and watch news at 10, and the pubs will be closed, and you won't have been with your friends. And he picks up a paper and appears to be quite serious. And you smile at him and agree 'cause he's your old man. Still I can't hear you. You make no sense to me. Still I can't hear you. When the time comes I disagree with your policy. Your policy. And you get home from work about 6:30. You've been working real hard and you feel real sick with the whole world. And your dinner's in the oven and it's all dried up. And your mom don't like it 'cause you messed her up for the evening. So you pick up the paper and appear to be quite serious. And you smile at him and agree 'cause he's your old man. But still I can't hear you. You make no sense to me. Still I can't hear you. When the time comes I disagree with your policy. Your policy. Your policy. Your policy. Time's gonna make you a man someday, and you won't wanna go out and play. You just sit at home and watch news at 10, and the pubs will be closed, and you won't have been. And you get home from work about 6:30. You've been working real hard, and you feel real sick. And your dinner's in the oven, and it's all dried up. And your mom don't like it 'cause you messed her up. But you don't wanna sit tight, you don't wanna play cool, you don't wanna hold life like your first day at school. You don't wanna fight wars, and I wanna die young. So don't keep saying like father, like son. I can't hear you. You make no sense to me. I can't hear you. When the time comes I disagree, but still I can't hear you. I said you make no sense to a boy like me. I can't hear you. Still I can't hear you. Still I can't hear you. Still I can't hear you.
Great bass on that, T-Duck. Loving that. News at 10, never heard that before. I am more familiar with Turning Japanese. Bass, the bass, what bass guitar is that? You probably know, T-Duck. It sounds like Bruce Foxton, is it, from The Jam? That bass sound of 80s punk and new wave bands, and a little bit of the sound of the suburbs I was picking up there from the members. Coimbra, we're looking at this a little bit further into this Metro Mondego idea. Oh, that's nice. A nice little visual on the screens. Saiba mais aqui. So pushing that button there and hearing or seeing about the journey time here. Runs between 8 in the morning and 8 in the evening. And 15, what's that? 15 in 15 minutes. My Portuguese has let me down on the spot there. But every 15 minutes it would appear if you're waiting for one of those. And if you go to metromondego.pt, you will find out what's going on there and when it will be in full operation, which I don't think it is just yet. But that's where to find out more, metromondego.pt. Very exciting, I think. A bit of a sucker for trains more than buses, but I think this is an exciting development, and it's going to be good fun to get on that and head out into central Portugal. So there you go. That's the Metro Mondego bus there. And whilst that was on, I think I'm going to share a different screen with you now and look at the lyrics that Grok came up with. I asked it whilst that was playing there to turning Japanese into turning Portuguese in the style of Carl Munson. Excuse me. Apparently, I've got a warm, inviting, and slightly cheeky delivery style, according to X and Grok. Grok being X's AI, to rewrite the lyrics of Turning Japanese by the Vapors as Turning Portuguese in the style of Carl Munson from Good Morning Portugal. I'll adapt the song to reflect a playful, enthusiastic, and community-driven vibe that aligns with Carl's engaging and upbeat persona as hosting Promoting Life in Portugal. Very good. The original song has a quirky, energetic tone with a focus on cultural fascination, so I'll maintain that spirit while incorporating Portuguese culture, lifestyle, and references that resonate with Carl's audience, expat communities, retirees, and those dreaming of relocating to Portugal. I'll keep the structure intact, including the verse, chorus format, and infuse it with Portugal-specific imagery. Thank you! Like Pastéis de Nata, of course, fado music, and sunny Algarve vibes, while mimicking Carl's warm, inviting, and slightly cheeky delivery style. I've got a picture of a sunny shore. It's the Algarve, and I want more. The azulejos, they are calling my name. I don't know if I'm singing the right bit there. From Lisbon's hills to Portuguese fame, I'm sipping vinho. It's green and no, I need the music, don't I, to do that? Got pastéis de nata every night. I'm dreaming with fado under starlit skies with a bacalhau twinkle in my eyes. I'm turning Portuguese. I think I'm turning Portuguese. I really think so. Bow, 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 bow. I've got my espadrilles. I'm strolling slow in a village where roosters crow. I'm learning obrigado and I'm trying. I do need the music. I've got a sardine grilling in the yard from Sintra's castles to the Douros vines. I'm chasing dreams of those coastline signs. Carl's on the radio. He's got the news. Good morning, Portugal. I can't refuse. I'm actually liking this. It might need a tweak. It may hallucinate from time to time because I don't know why espadrilles are being mentioned. I've never heard of espadrilles being cited as a bit of Portuguese attire. Anyway, further work required on that, but not bad for a first go. Never got to see the Vapors. Now they're back and touring the UK. That's interesting, isn't it? I wonder if we can invite them over. You see, the thing about us doing more music here, we can get some of these bands on the phone, I think, and ask them, especially if they come into Portugal. Let's talk to them. Feel free to track them down. Tell them you're part of the Good Morning Portugal production crew. And we'd like to see him on the Good Morning Portugal show. We'd like to hear about their Portuguese tour. And if they haven't got a Portuguese tour, why not? What you got here, Adrian? Coimbra B Station, Coimbra A in centre, shut last year. Doesn't get out to me in Logod today, or only bus. 39 goes via Coimbra B to central Coimbra. So Coimbra A is that one that's shut down, right? And refurbed. And the bus goes through there and out to Coimbra B, where the coach station is, right? And that other part of town where the coach station is, and you feel like you're really leaving town, and it's quite a long walk into town from there. Hence Coimbra A and Coimbra B. Coimbra B is where the trains, the intercity trains, stop as well. Wow. Okay. Sorry, Carl. You may have told Grok a few lies. I did not. I didn't have time, but basically 8 p.m. is not much use for late. And I was thinking that it doesn't go on very late, does it? If you're out and about in town in Coimbra and you've got to get the last bus at 8 p.m., I'm hoping they're going to introduce something a little bit later, a night bus. I'm still waiting for an Agatha's Garden number. Yeah, they're an esoteric cult band from the UK, I believe, right? Agatha's Garden. I'm back to the drawing board for that as well. Steve Smith of the Vapors played a Rickenbacker. I thought so. Grok's a gumper. And this includes the 14th century. What does, Adrian? The 14th century tomb of a granddaughter of an emperor of Nicaea formed... Do we only know Nicaea because of Monty Python? Well, some of us anyway. Formed after a lot of us know a lot of history because of Monty Python, not just Nicaea, right? And mentions of places that we'd have otherwise not heard about. Formed after Constantinople, you say it, fell to the Fourth Crusade in 1204, reconquering it in 1261. I don't know where that came from, St. Adrian, but thank you very much for the inclusion there. Oh, I see. I think we're talking about the monastery near Coimbra, A or B there. Let's continue with the music while I regroup myself, because my mind has been blown by all this strange and eclectic information this morning. Let's go with Caro Emerald, the choice of Mel this morning. Riviera Life then, Caro Emerald. And she has a sweet voice, as I recall. We're going to find out now. Riviera Life.
somewhere I've never been. I'll stop, kiss my blues goodbye, breathe until I soar outside my crazy nights and live a Riviera life. I'll stop, thank you for today. I'm sure that by candlelight I'll be alright and live a Riviera life. I'll live a Riviera life. The road can wind like my hidden hairbow. You clean my face so I can feel the breeze. And down below is Monaco and Mr. I don't know a soul. I'll drop off the keys at ballet. Look out my window, babe. One afternoon martini, wouldn't want it any other way. I'll stop, kiss my blues goodbye, breathe until I soar outside my crazy nights and live a Riviera life. I'll stop, thank you for today. I'm sure that by candlelight I'll be alright and live a Riviera life. So whenever my eyes get weary, I'm not fearing what life brings. Forever, when times make me teary, I'll know what I was meant to do. I've nothing at all to lose. I'll stop, kiss my blues goodbye, breathe until I soar outside my crazy nights and live a Riviera life. I'll stop, thank you for today. I'm sure that by candlelight I'll be alright and live a Riviera life.
Bitty, bitty, bitty. Very sweet. Thank you very much for that, Mel. Riviera Life. That's everybody on the Algarve this morning. Is anyone tuned in from the Algarve? Thank you, Mike, for your video that you sent me. Is that for sharing on the screen this morning? Thank you very much for all these beautiful videos that I'm able to play in the background. Much appreciated. I'm going to try that without sound, just in case it is incriminating anyway, during the next song, which will be a message to you, Rudy. And I think we might play Say Hello, Wave Goodbye. Soft Cell, of course. There are versions of it that include Jules Holland with Mark Allman singing with him. Mark Allman, of course, lives in Sintra, I believe, here in Portugal, or has a home there. And David Gray covered, I believe, Say Hello, Wave Goodbye. Heard him the other day in a cafe. What happened to David Gray? So let me play this video from Mike and Karen this morning. That Portuguese citizenship test. Question 21. What is the Venice of Portugal? Please pop along and I'll put the link to for you to do that into the chat in just a moment. But yeah, a message to you, Rudy, from the Specials. And I think we'll finish with Say Hello, Wave Goodbye. Unless you've got a better idea than that. Bit of two-tone for you now, though. The Specials. Rude boy. Where are you? Oh, there you go. Stop your messing around.
Stop your messing around. Better think of your future. Time is straighten right out. Creating problems in town. Rudy, a message to you.
messing around. Better think of your future. Time you straighten right out. Creating problems in town. Rooted. A message to you, rooted. A message to you, rooted. Oh, it's a message to you, rooted. Yeah, it's a message to you, rooted.
Yeah, I think a bit of ska and two-tone, much beloved in our community and age group, possibly. Yeah, first band I saw, Madness, in a matinee at the Hammersmith Odeon. We'll finish with Soft Cell. Did I see Soft Cell ever? Not entirely. Sorry that I didn't, actually. No, I remember enjoying Tainted Love, which, of course, I discovered years later was a Northern Soul cover. So what's happening with this video here, then? Being made there. Thank you very much for being with us this morning, and we've no scheduled guest tomorrow. This might be a musical week. What's this here? Mr. S has joined us. Thank you for being with us, Mr. S. I need to mess around more. Have you cheered up at all, Mr. S, or start messing around more? Your youth, I like that spelling. English isn't very phonetic. That's what we say in London, mate. The youth, the dustbin lids running around town, causing problems around town. Well, actually, the specials are not from London, are they? They're from Coventry, sent to Coventry, where there's a fabulous cathedral. Yes, which needed to be remade after the Second World War. It's a beautiful place, the cathedral is. I'm not sure about the rest of Coventry, but don't want to cause any offence. Maybe too late on that. We'll cause more offence tomorrow, and we'll go out with Say Hello, Wave Goodbye by Soft Cell. A suggestion, not a request, actually, a suggestion from Andela, who was just saying hello and waving goodbye. Have a great day. Bon dia to you, and we'll see you again tomorrow morning. Let's do this again. And I don't know what the musical pun is. We had just another Music Monday. We had Choonsday today. How can we make it work for Quarta or for Wednesday? You let me know, and I look forward to your company tomorrow. Thanks for being here this morning. What a lovely way to start the day. Say hello, wave goodbye then. Dave Ball and Mark Almond, who lives in Portugal, as I said. Sintra.
Of the pink flamingo crying in the rain. It was a kind of so love, and I'm gonna make sure it never happens again. You and I, it had to be the standing joke of the year. You were asleep around, lost and found, and not for me, I fear. Whoa. I tried to make it work, you in a cocktail skirt and me in a suit. Well, it just wasn't me. You're used to wearing less, and now your life's a mess. So insecure, you see. I put up with all the scenes, and this is one scene that's going to be played my way. Take your hands off me. I don't belong to you, you see. Take a look at my face for the last time. I never knew you, you can see the makeup sliding down. Hey little girl, you will always make up, so take off that unbecoming frown. What about me? Well, I'll find someone that's not going cheap in the sales. A nice little housewife who'll give me a steady life and won't keep going off the rails. Take your hands off me. I don't belong to you, you see. Take a look at my face for the last time. I never knew you, you never knew me. Say hello, goodbye. Say hello, wave goodbye. We've been involved for quite a while now, and to keep you secret has been hell. We're strangers meeting for the first time, okay? Just smile and say hello. Say hello, then wave goodbye. 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 Say hello, wave goodbye. Say hello, then wave goodbye. Say hello, say goodbye, goodbye. Say goodbye, say goodbye, goodbye.
That was a long goodbye, wasn't it? Ciao, ciao. Até a próxima. We could have fitted in all the Portuguese goodbyes right there. See you tomorrow.
In Portugal, there's a YouTube show full of fun facts you need